In the name of Allah, the most gracious and the most merciful. Welcome to my channel, The Scholar's Outlook, where you'll find the most innovative and insightful analysis on a wide range of topics. Be sure to watch the video and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated. Today's topic is very important. How does the Quran describe people who reject the existence of Allah? The Quran repeatedly mentions powerful, influential, and great people who rejected Allah's message and ultimately faced consequences, not because of their worldly status, but because of their arrogance, injustice, and denial of truth. These stories appear throughout the Quran as warnings and lessons for later generations. I will give some historical examples and discuss individually. Example 1: absolute power and arrogance of Pharaoh. He ruled Egypt with absolute power. He claimed divinity. His power made him believe that he needed no higher authority. Pharaoh said to his people out of arrogance, Ana Rabbukumul Ala, I am your Lord Most High. He rejected the signs of Allah given by Musa. So Allah had drowned Pharaoh and his people in the Red Sea of Egypt. Example 2: the people of Ad, nations of Prophet Hud. They were physically stronger and technologically advanced. They built monumental structures and boasted of the power. But remember why they were punished. They were punished because they mocked Prophet Hud. They insisted that their power and strength made them invincible. So Allah sent a fierce and violent wind that raged for several days and completely annihilated them. Example 3: the people of Thamud, nation of the Prophet Saleh. The people of Thamud carved homes into mountains. They were wealthy and technologically advanced. The people of Thamud demanded a specific miracle from the Prophet Saleh. They asked him to bring a pregnant she camel out of solid rock as a sign proving that he was truly a prophet. Allah granted this miracle exactly as they requested. Yet, they denied this miracle, and consequently, Allah sent a mighty, overwhelming blast that destroyed them completely. Example 4: the people of Nuh denied the Prophet Nuh alayhi salam and rejected his message of worshipping Allah alone and abandoning idols. As a result, Allah drowned them in massive flood. Example 5: Lut alayhi salam. The Quran describes several major sins committed by the people of Prophet Lut. They committed sexual immorality never done before. So their cities were lifted up and turned upside down. Their cities were rained upon with stones of baked clay, and they were destroyed by a violent storm of stones. Example 6, Nimrod. Although the Quran does not name him directly, classical scholars, including Ibn Kasir and Ibn Tabari, identify the arrogant king in Surah Al Baqarah as Nimrod. Nimrod was a powerful king, arrogant and tyrannical. He was a ruler who claimed divinity and disputed with Prophet Ibrahim about Allah's existence and his power. According to classical tafsir, how Nimrod died was really very horrible. A tiny gnat, so-called mosquito, entered his nose, a brain, causing unbearable pain. The mighty king, who claimed to be a god, was reduced to striking his head to relieve the agony. Eventually, he died humiliated, defeated, not by an army, but by one of Allah's smallest creatures. Example 7, the story of Abraha in the Quran. The Quran mentions the event of Abraha's attack on Kaaba in Surah Al-Fil. It does not name Abraha directly, but Islamic traditions and historical sources identify him as the leader of the army of elephants. Surah Al-Fil describes how Allah dealt with this army when they marched toward Mecca with elephants to destroy the Kaaba. According to Quran, Allah sent flocks of birds, Tyran Ababil. These birds pelted the army with stone of baked clay. The army was left like chewed up straw, completely destroyed. You have already seen how earlier nations were met with severe punishment and ultimately wiped out because they persistently denied the existence and authority of Allah. Their destruction was not sudden or without warning. It came after repeated signs, clear guidance, and countless opportunities to turn back. Yet their arrogance, stubbornness, and rejection of truth led them to the very fate they thought would never reach them. These stories stand as powerful reminders for anyone who reflects and thinks. Thanks for watching.